Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected
Okay.
stayed for more.
Watchers out there in YouTube land, I am starting my character over for a third time because I want to do things slightly differently. Also, the next 2 weeks I'm going to be on vacation, so I will not be streaming. So I'm just going to put this out there a couple times, like all weekend, although I will be trying to convert to a midnight schedule for a couple days, so I'll probably be on here very, very early in the morning for me, before I leave. So that's kind of what's happening. And I still have just a tail end of this cough. You know what? I should probably get a cough drop now that I'm thinking about it. Definitely normal mode. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV. But now, with his... well, I'm not reading all this stuff, apparently. What's the matter? A what in your mouth?
A skin.
Skin? Yes, there is skin in your mouth. Very good.
I also...
Get back in bed. Back in bed, please, honey. Get back in bed. Get back in bed! I want to figure out where the mines are. I'm assuming you can go in and talk to people in the mines. I would assume. Hello, Mac! You get to see me start my character over again. Because I've learned the lesson of don't take everybody's quests. Because you will not have time to do them all. Before they are timed out and you fail them. Oh, you don't? I've been playing this one intermittently with Fallout for the past, I don't know, month. Yeah, I don't understand why you can punch a chicken to death and nobody cares, but if you go and slaughter a cow, they're like, oh my god, that's stealing.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Get to bed. You're gonna have to wait until I compose it. I will cover you up once I compose it. Go back in.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went
But
out.
I think I'm gonna try to find the mines this time. I don't know if you can actually get into them, but I'm gonna try it.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually watched somebody earlier on Twitch today at work because it was boring for quite a long time at work. Start this game. He'd never played it before, so I gave him some pointers. Little bits of wisdom that I'd learned.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
There's a channel called Call Me Kevin. I think it's Call Me Kevin, or My Name is Kevin. Something Kevin. He plays games quite funny ways. I don't know. But he played this three shots of this, and it was hilarious. He plays it like a psycho. Quite entertaining. At least for me. Come on, game, I need to pause you so I can go tuck in a small child, who will probably just get up 2 seconds after I leave. The girls have been terrors this week, so
what on earth did you get up to
they don't have their
night?
games tonight. Let's see.
I was with Bianca. We were, talking?
Talking, were you? That's what you call it, is it?
Stop it, Ma.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, Ma.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Mother...
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the forge on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain. But he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Okay. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. Here I am. What would I do? Would I put it on the card? I just started it over because I didn't like that I had too many things going on at once. I did get $10 for eating cake today, so.
Hey, Lord Almighty!
Well, I kind of was, but I mean, there's no way. I've got quite a bit of playing to do before I can even get there. I didn't have time to stop. Oh my goodness, the what's it called? The traffic was horrible today. I had to stop and get Aunt Katie's thing. I had to stop and get gas. I didn't make another stop. No. Maybe if the girls aren't horrible, we can go out tomorrow. But I am not holding my breath. So tonight's probably just going to be a flower picking frenzy. I don't want to sit. I want to take. Jump is. That's a horse. There's jump. Maybe I have to sit to get some of these things. I don't want to sit over here. Yes. They haven't been so bad since we got home. They actually were good enough to have a dessert. But, apparently they were not good at Grandma's. Take everything so I can sell it. Yeah, I gave him one. Half of one each, you know. One thing that I wish this game had was batch cook. So there is one ice cream sandwich left. FYI. But I'm going to try to do things a little bit more systematic and like one, maybe 2 quests at a time. You know? I wasn't feeling it. We have quite a bit of pizza left over. So we'll probably have some of that for breakfast. But if we can, you know, get it squared away before, let's say, tomorrow or Monday, then I can play quite a bit of the game before we leave. I'm going to have to be staying up. Let's cook some stuff, shall we? I think they're worth more cooked. Not sure. Let me look. Yes, slightly more. Oh, it's going to take forever. I got to get as much money as I can. Cook all. You know? I don't think there's a cooking skill, which would be nice. That's true. I already told them that losing going to see the dinosaurs is on the table if they keep being really bad. Oh, speaking of dinosaurs, Jess isn't going to be able to make it, so. What would I do with the girls? You really want to get them up at, like, the butt crack of dawn? Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. Lisa's super excited about seeing the dinosaurs. Be not scared. I want headphones that don't crack and crackle. It's really annoying. I can't believe it doesn't do this for you. Maybe I'm just really, what's the word I'm looking for? Staticky? Ah, you can hear them. See, I'm not nuts. I don't know why it does it to me more, but it's super annoying. I want a good pair of headphones. The first pair we had lasted at least a while. I don't particularly want to, like, it to electrocute my head either, if that's what it's going to do. I don't know why the headphones hate me. Maybe I need my own pair of headphones. I'm cooking stuff because you get slightly more money for them. The sound is even, on my end, the sound is even flaking out. I don't know what the heck is its problem. I'm hitting them, that's what this is. I'm trying to get them to stop. Well, I'm sure I could make a whole heck of a lot of money in this game if I killed monsters, because there are no monsters. This is one thing, Mac, that I wish was a little bit different about this game. It's a batch cook. Cook all, 17 million of my carrots. I want them all cooked. Just do it. Instead of having to do this one at a time. The point of this game is to not die. It is literally Peasant Simulator. This is going to be boring. The first part is kind of boring, but I'm going to be very meticulous. I'm going to pick every single flower I can find. And you're going to be like, why are you doing this? It better be important. I do believe those are the dragon's ears. Now go to bed. Nina, this is not... Go to sleep. Do you want me to take him away? Then go back to bed. I know this game is not for everyone, and you may hate watching me play it, and that's fine, but I really enjoy it. It is a historical RPG. And by historical, I mean historical. What, Lisa? Your arm hurts? Why does your arm hurt? Come here and say that. I can't hear you very well.
At bedtime, I just pulled a muscle and lie on my arm.
I'm sorry you put muscle in your arms, but you know what'll help? Rest. You're right. Good night. You have to bathe. You have to sleep. You have to eat. If you eat too much, you get... I'm going to call them buffs, because some buffs are good and some buffs are bad. If you're hungry, you have a buff for that. If you break your ankle, you have a buff for that. If you're bleeding out, there's a buff for that. You can get food poisoning, I know, if you eat nasty food. Okay, we're done cooking. Okay. Time to go. See the world. And pick everything. But an easy way, if you ever get interested in this game, an easy way to level up early up in the game, or early on in the game, I should say, is to pick basically all the flowers you can find, because it will up your herbalism skill. Okay, now I just gotta find them. And it's an incredibly difficult game. You start out as a blacksmith's son, which you're kind of seeing, and you literally have no skills. Literally, you can do nothing. I cannot pick a lock right now. Save my soul. I'm sure there are some people who have played this game like a lot who probably could somehow manage to pick a lock right now, but I am not one of those people. Now, you know what? Systematically, we're going to go along the ramparts and pick everything on here. I can barely hold a sword. There are some weapons, if I were to find one, I couldn't wield because I don't have the right strength or whatever. Oh, you can play this you can be a psychotic killer if you want. You can be a sneaky thief. You can be, you know, you can be anything. Seriously. Okay, I'm not going out there yet. I'm just going on the ramparts. Sorry, I need to stay on task, girls. I get very, what's the word I'm looking for? There we are. Distracted. You can try to become a nobleman through your actions, which is not particularly common, but possible. You can play it any way in between. And some of the buffs are very fun, like some of the perks, I should say, not buffs, are very, very funny. But somebody tested it. Pickpocketing's incredibly hard. But apparently somebody I shouldn't say maxed out, but got up to level, I think he said 17 with their just herbalism skill. Like they got that up. That was just in this first area. Yay! You can try to do it without killing too many people. Like, I am terrified of the hardcore mode on this, and I love hardcore mode. Everything you do not only adds to whatever skill you happen to be working on, but it also adds to your overall level. So another thing people tend to do is to jump a lot of fences, because that adds to your, I think, either strength or athleticism. And believe me, anything you can do to try and give yourself an edge early on in this game, you are going to want to do. But in the hardcore mode, so this is normal mode, and this is a really difficult. And you can only save when you sleep, just like normal hardcore mode. Or drinking a savior schnapps, which is a drink. What was I saying? But in hardcore mode, you can only save when you sleep, there are no directional things on your little compass up there. You don't have a health bar or a stamina bar. You just have to kind of memorize it and hope you don't die. On the map, because there's of course a map to get around. So on the map, let me see if I can get to wrong button. Map. So on the map, you see my little guy here. It has what way I'm facing and all this sort of jazz. There's no person on this map. It doesn't tell you where you are. So I would be completely lost. I would probably not make it out of the first town because I would get lost and starve to death in the forest. Quiet! They're starting to get too loud. Mina, it is brutal. You have to start the game with at least 2 disadvantages, including things like you were dropped on your head as a child so you don't learn as fast, or you're a hemophiliac so you bleed more and more easily. You're frail, whatever. And like Walnut said, there's a chance that you just die right off. You don't even make it to adulthood. And of course everything is harder. You know, you take more damage, all that jazz. I feel like I missed one. Anyway. So, I'm terrified of hardcore mode, because I just think that I am going to get lost and die in the woods, which is what I would, normally do. It's very story and character driven. So a lot of people are like, oh my god, I can't believe how boring, and I can see how it would not be fun watching this game, but because of the story and how much you have to do to progress, you become really invested in it. At least I find that I become really invested in it. Oh yes, I die all the time. And you do not ever become like Superman, I am Super Knight, and I can, just forge into battle and kill everyone I come across. You really don't want to take on more than 1, maybe 2 people at a time. Because, especially if they're heavily armored and trained, they will kill you. Oh yeah, I will totally mess around. If Pam comes, she normally, ribs me and tells me that I should go on a killing spree. But it is, I find it, again, because it's story driven and you work so hard for the little things that you get, get really invested in it. I wish I was over this stupid cold. It's like I just have a little bit of I don't know if it's sinus drainage or the back of my throat. I feel like I have to cough every so often, and it's super, super annoying. I have a feeling I'm going to have to yell at the children in a little bit. I just had one. I literally just finished it. Are you going potty? Leave the door open. Oh, is that a... Yes, it is. Go Nettles. What is nice about the herbalism is once you get to a certain level, or as you progress, I should say. What's up here? What if I... Oh, that's that thing. Your area of picking and proficiency of picking becomes better. So you see one flower, you pick that, and you pick all the flowers in a certain radius, or all the, whatever it is you're trying to get. I should probably go talk to my father. He will give me and then I'll have to go through this field. He will give me a quest. But one thing you do not want to do, and just trust me on this one, if you ever play this game, is to get too many quests going at one time. Because while some of them are very obviously timed, other ones are not. And what I had kind of worked myself into a corner, is I was doing one quest where some guy wanted me to steal some liquor for him, I'm like, sure, okay, I'll go do that. And then I got thrown in jail for 2 weeks, and I failed like a couple dozen missions because they all just were like, well, you took too long, you failed. And I'm like, no. See, horses, you can ride horses in this. There is one, I should say, well, one's a DLC and one's just kind of like a pack of extra stuff. There's a DLC which has some building things that you can do. You get, if you progress far enough, etc. You basically get a town that was destroyed long ago and you can bring it back and invest in it. What is the matter, honey? I am picking flowers, and that's probably what I'm going to do for quite a while tonight. Honey, you need to go to sleep. Why is your finger hurting?
I just get new on it and got hurting.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Oh, is it that thing right there? Yeah. All right. I'll be right back. I have to put a Band-Aid on something. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to take care of a little hangnail. Daddy says he loves you, and good night, and hi. They say good night to you. I have never seen a horse attack anybody. Not to say that it couldn't happen. Quiet! You're getting too loud. Mina, you're getting too loud. Also, just so you know, Mac, how dirty you are, or how covered in blood and bruised and beat up you are, also affects how people talk to you and treat you. Along with the, what's the word I'm looking for? What kind of condition your clothes, armors, and shoes are also in. So, like, if you're covered in blood, etc., you're more intimidating if you're trying to, intimidate somebody. I know. Pardon me. But if you're covered with grime and nasty guck and your clothes are all threadbare and you try to interact with a noble, they're gonna be like, ugh. Get in bed. I can't understand you. Why are you mad?
Because this keeps fun me.
Excuse me a moment. Okay, sorry about that, Mac. I don't mean to be... Ooh, is there something in there? Yes, sage. I think there was more sage up here. And also, the tutorial level is really long. Really long. Well, it's particularly long if you're going to sit here and pick every single thing that you come across. But even if you're not, it's quite lengthy. At least compared to a lot of other, tutorial levels. Okay. But I find to get off on the right foot and to be as advanced as I can is a good strategy. And by gum, I'm gonna do it. So, it may be me picking flowers for quite some time. And chatting while I'm doing it because, But combat is difficult too. I haven't quite figured out all the combat stuff. Alright, did I already get that? Okay, that's my dad. I don't want to talk to him yet. Ugh. See, I don't have any, gunk so much anymore, like nasal gunk, draining down. And it's not like I have a sore throat. Oh. It's just like the back of my throat is just a little bit raw, and every so often it's like you need to cough now. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's almost like if you were breathing dust, a lot of dust. Okay, I didn't get these. I might have to for my vacation. Right now we use, just because I remember them from when I was a kid and I really liked them, Lindens, because they taste like candy. They are basically candy. It's just basically candy with some, what is it? Glycerin? Not glycerin. Glycerin's not there. Quiet! But something in it, which isn't particularly medicine-y. I used to sneak them when I was a kid. I don't think there's anything over here. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, there is. And it's funny because some of these things that you think you could pick, they're not useful at all. See, I think if Walnut ever got into this, he'd be walking around like this the whole time because I think just regular jumping also works on your athleticism. Let's see here. What's my wait? Okay. Ugh. I need. There we go. Okay. Seeing where I am. See, I've almost went up in my main level just from picking flowers. Alright, I think I've already picked everything. Alright, I'll go and talk to my dad, get that started, and then go back to picking stuff.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
You can see how persuasive you are in the various manners.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Oh, it totally will wait. Because I'm going to go flower picking. On my way up to get the pommel. Or whatever it was. Ooh, I didn't know there was Valerian back here. I don't get that chance. Come on. I want to pick the Valerian. There we go. I will say there are a lot of quote-unquote stupid-looking hats in this game. I mean, they're periods, so some of them look really, really odd. But I also want to make as much money as I can. So I'll be picking everything as well. Another reason. Because books are expensive, and I don't know how to read yet, but I'm going to start collecting books. Because that's also another easy way to learn skills and things. You can't catch butterflies in this game, though. Yes! Alright. That is not what I wanted to do. That's the one I want. No, I want to... There we go. So, Layers of Wisdom is up to 5. I can pick either flower power or that one, and I will do flower power. So I'm going to get +2 bonus to my charisma as long as I have enough herbs in my... Yay! I'm more charismatic now. What's cool, at a certain point, you could take what's called leg day, and you get, I think, a bonus to your strength because you're basically, needing, going down to get these flowers all the time, so you're working your legs out. Only they had an alchemy bench in this town. Yeah. A funny little side note is the developers of this game, it was a Kickstarter game, they said if they didn't, they were joking around, because they're quite active on social media and everything like that, that if they didn't get the Kickstarter, all the money for the Kickstarter, they were going to make a mushroom hunting simulator. Pectin, yeah, that's the one. Picking everything. No, I don't have a horse. I keep pushing the wrong button because in Fallout that is jump, and in here it's called my not existent horse, so I'm just whistling for the heck of it apparently. Did you see it, hon? I've already got my herbalism up and I've got my smelly pockets. Come on. And I have weighed myself down and become over encumbered because I picked so many flippin' dandelions. So yep, my charisma's up because I have a bunch of flowers. Oh, so sick of this cough. I know it's annoying for you guys because you have to listen to me. I'm trying to... Dang it! I go back and forth between these two games and then I mix up the controls. Oh, good. Anything down? Yes, I do. Dang it. I'm just weeding the whole, this isn't even the actual, village yet. I haven't even gotten to it yet.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. Look them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent.
Well, at least I know that you're here for my charming personality.
Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
I'm trying to sit in a comfortable manner and I just can't seem to get comfortable.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Okay. Apparently I'm hungry. I should eat something. So... oh, -2 energy. Whatever. At least it has a pretty decent nourishment. Let's see, what, oh, that's worth more. I should eat boiled carrots instead. Or boiled beets. Okay, that'll do. Can I go in here? Apparently not. I'm gonna go around and see what's around this castle. I haven't done that before. Yeah, but you can have conversations with me about, like, everything since, you know, we live together and all that. But I want to try to find the mines, because I know that there's silver mines, but the first 2 playthroughs that I've done, which didn't last very long, again, I restarted, I never found them. Well, you have a good night. Thank you for stopping over. Tomorrow I will be playing Fallout, so it won't be nearly as flower intensive. Ooh, ouch. What the heck? Oh, I guess it just goes around to here. Can I get through here? No. Okay, so it doesn't let me go there. I don't think there's any more. Oh, there's some flowers. I don't care about my views that much. Okay, I think I picked everything in that area. God, I just wish I would stop coughing. I think I've done everything here. I've done everything here, and I've done everything. Okay, I think I've done all of the picking in this area. Should I go around this thing? Yes, okay. I'm wondering if I should go and throw poop on the, whatchamacallit's house this time. Alright, there's the charcoal burner. Because I think it will help me put up my, strength and all that jazz, even though it's kind of a dick move. There's Kunesh, or whatever his name is. I still might do it this time. I think I might be a dick, just so that I can try to get a little bit more physicality going on early in the game. Ooh, St. John's Wort, that's worth more. Well, I'm just, it's like I'm revising my strategy, once I learn that you don't want to take everybody in Under Their Sun's quests right off. Just do a few things at a time. But I think it's like that with any game. You kind of start it and you're like, oh, I should have done this. But in this one, I mean, it really does have some kind of far-reaching effects. I want to stack the deck as much in my favor as I possibly can. Come on. Because darn it, this game is hard. And I want to get Horsenip. I don't know why, but I like the name of that one. Come on. Come on. There we go. Picking everything. How's work been for you today so far, hon? Other than the craziness at the end, my day was okay. I'm really done without that, though. Did I even tell you about the craziness at the end of my day? Because there was the craziness during the middle of the day, where I had to run that over to people, or that piece of paper. But did I tell you about what happened at the end of the day? Oh, So, and I mean this extremely literally, 15 minutes left to go. Person comes in, there's something wrong with the 6610, and they can't get the working distance right. So I go in there, I try to figure out what's going on, and to make a long story short, the machine will go in the X and the Y direction just fine, but it lifting the stage up, it makes this god-awful noise, which it's not supposed to make. And it will only lift the stage up to maybe, what's it, like 71 millimeters, which is not good at all. The closest we can move it, all things told, is 10 millimeters. So that's not good. And I open it up and I look at it move, and it's just laboring, and it's not going good. And of course, the lady that's working on it's like, well, I leave for China for a month tomorrow morning, so I need to get this done. And I'm like, well, I gave her a couple options, and I'm like, but that's the best I got. It's like, it's not working. I can't make it work. I'm not gonna get, isn't that a nettle? Maybe not, I guess. So it's like we can try to jury-rig it so that it works. Basically, instead of moving the stage up, putting a bunch of stuff underneath her sample so that it raises it up like that. Or, you'll have to wait until you come back. Or you can have your major professor pay for us to do it, as long as you tell us what you want. So, she opted to tell her major professor, and there's basically nothing I could do. I'm like, I can't make it move. I'm not an engineer. I'm not going to get in there. And of course, it's the end of the day. And the thing is there was a person on it before her during the day, and they didn't say anything about the machine acting funny. Now, granted, this was his second time on the machine by himself, so maybe he didn't notice it, or it was a gradual thing, and so, you don't notice it as much. I don't know. So, I put a sign on the machine, said basically don't use it, it's out of order. And I both emailed and called, well, I emailed, everybody, and then I called my boss and said what was going on. Because I'm like, I don't know how to fix it, I need to leave, and I'm not going to be here for 2 weeks, so you guys are going to have to fix it. I think it's something, I know it's something they're going to have to call JUL for. So, it's bad. Maybe it's an easy thing to fix, but it's not something that we can do. And it just grinds. not good. Come on. So that was my day. And I got to watch somebody play this game for most of my, well, I shouldn't say most of my day, but for a portion of my day, because there was nothing going on, so I was watching Twitch. And it was his first playthrough of this game, so I gave him some pointers. I was nice. But I know that this is tedious, and that this is not fun to watch. Not particularly fun to do, but to me it's worth it. It's worth going through this whole rigmarole of picking every single stupid flower so that I can level up. Because I don't want to die. And dying is what happens in this game. A lot. At least for me. I mean, it's worth it if I can get leg day, at the very least. Hi, Rick Floyd. Did you, well, I know it's not what you really enjoy, but I hope it went okay for you. Well, thanks. Most of tonight is going to be me probably picking flowers, so go ahead and go to bed, because I started my game over. I know, maybe you're rubbing off on me a bit with the tediousness. So I'm over encumbered. Han, can you look up something for me? Can you see if doing a lot of stuff over encumbered increases your strength or anything like that? It'd be funny if it does. I highly doubt it, but it's like if jumping over fences puts up your athleticism or whatever, then why not? Why wouldn't carrying stuff, too much stuff all the time, help you with your strength attribute? See, it only has one person watching. I don't understand why that is. I'm pretty sure there are 2 of you watching. Well, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. So look up if walking around encumbered puts up any attributes, and also if this part is like, if you can do, what's the word I'm looking for? If night will come and you'll all die. I think the girls might be asleep, which is insane. Although they had a pretty rough day, so maybe that's a good thing. Because I know the one thing I worried about is if I stood, if I did this for 24 in-game hours that night's gonna come and I wouldn't have gotten. Well, I have to make that sword. So I'm assuming that this time frame is infinite. Like I could just stand in the middle of town and go to bed and it would never move on. I'd probably starve to death, but the town wouldn't get invaded. Yay! Herbalism went up. Come on. Father, I don't want to be a blacksmith. I want to pick flowers. Might have to make a trip to the grocer's just to sell some of this stuff. Oh, and that food is going bad. I probably should. Once I'm done with this quarter or whatever, this yard, I will go and sell stuff. Come on. Medieval herbalism or medieval flower picking simulator. Best game ever. It's a really big field. It'd be easier if it was all one kind of flower, but you got like the 3 or 4 different. Dang it. There we go. Can you imagine having like 500 pounds or what? It's not 500 pounds, but however many pounds of flowers that I have. I must smell brilliant. Crazy, like a fox. I figured it'd probably be a what's it called? A game mechanic that would probably get broken. But it makes sense, doesn't it? If you're constantly carrying around a, humongous load that, Oh, please share. That thing's kind of broken. Yeah, but as soon as you run out of stamina, you lose the arrow. Gotta see if there's any books in this town. So there's gotta be some merchants with books. Can you imagine trying to do that in the hardcore mode? Yes, that's why I want to buy books while I'm here. If anybody has any. Which I'm not sure if they do or... Come on. That's basically going to be the first thing I do, is I'm going to go find that guy to read. Go for fast travel, grave digger, plus corpse. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. This is Kingdom Come Deliverance. Thanks for stopping by, Chara. I hope I'm saying your name right. I recently started, like, if you noticed the title, I've started my character over because I kind of wanted to do the game in a slightly different manner than what I had been doing it. Is that a thing? Okay. No. And one thing to do to quickly level up in the very beginning is to work on your herbalism skill, which is what I'm currently doing. So I am picking flowers. Although right now I'm just about done. And I'm going to go and sell them. And then probably pick some more. I should go punch those chickens. I would get a kick out of that. I don't care what you say. That is entertaining. Come on, pick up the chicken. Did you know that you can kick or punch more than one chicken at a time? Should I take care of Kunish while I'm here? Or whatever his name is. I should probably go sell stuff first. I'll go sell stuff first. I'll be good. I'll be a good boy, I am. So, just so you know, Chara, this is a incredibly historically accurate RPG. So there's no magic or anything along those lines. Just so you know. That's who I wanted to see.
God be with you, Henry.
It's very character and story driven. So let me see what you got. Is it all food? Eyebright. Oh, the brown jacket. Save your snobs. Just touch trout wine. Okay. So I'm going to be selling as much as I possibly can to her. Should probably sell my food first, because that stuff's going to go bad the fastest. Okay. And then I will buy from her some bandages.
Can we do something about the price?
Why not? All right, so.
I'll just take all your money. Thank you. I can move again. Alright, let's see who else we got over here. What do you got? I don't think I can actually sell. Maybe just a cloth? Yeah, I don't think I could sell anything to him. And you like have nothing that I need.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
One thing that they apparently lost in this latest update, the 1.6 update, is they lost having Henry have like dirt and blood on him. So you don't know how you look because it doesn't show up, which is kind of sad. Okay, we got cows. Dagger. Probably wouldn't be a bad thing to have. Farm. Okay. I saw you. Oh, I can sell you stuff. Awesome. How much money do you have? 20 gold. Is there anything that I want to buy from you? Whatever.
Let's talk about the price.
Aye?
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Well now, thank you very much.
Wait a minute, did I do that backwards again? Oh, whatever. I don't know. But daggers are for cutting off people's ears. Bandits' ears. Do you have books?
Good day.
Oh. Quilted brown jacket. I might take one of those. It's really expensive. Well, think about it.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Implements, instruments and tools.
What about this?
For work and home.
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Well, that's a decent price.
Now, I leveled up, so let's do that. Find Scout to be very useful.
Watch it.
Kill you now.
Hi, this is Louis. Metals for your house, rakes and hoes for your fields. What else do you need?
Okay. I'm going to go
for the winter, onion soup for the spring. Asparagus for
talk to what's his butt about his debt. Maybe I'll beat him up. Thanks for coming back. I'm about to go talk to what's his butt over here. Heshik? Kubrick? I thought he was over here. Where'd the dude go? There he is. Hey, person.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me, would you?
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Been a pleasure. Damn. Bloody hell!
I don't know how to counter that one yet.
Now.
Right. A couple of the kids in there. Block! Hitting the wrong button. Oh, I did one myself. Ooh, my throat punch.
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Alright. Well, at least I went up in some... Oops, wrong button. I went up in something. One of my combat things. I think it was unarmed, yeah. Oh, I wonder what buff I... Like, body damage. Injured torso. Go talk to Mother. See if I can get healed.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
I wonder what happened. You know, I'm gonna save my game and see what happened. Wrong button. That one. Okay. Save your. See what happens if I tell my father about that dude. That would make an ass.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
When I asked Kunish to pay, he fought me instead.
That bastard. You don't look too bad, though. Did you get the better of him?
I'm fine, but he didn't give me the money.
Ah, it doesn't matter. I'll sort him out this evening. I've no time for him now.
But without Kunish's money, I can't buy those other things you wanted.
Here's coin for the charcoal and the ale. I'll get it back from that mongrel this evening.
Don't worry, he'll be dead. Okay. As much groschen as I possibly can find. Alright. So I couldn't talk to... I think if I talk to him, he's just gonna, pick a fight with me again. I'm gonna see what happens if I go and talk to him again. If he'll even talk to me. Since I saved it, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, right?
One beating wasn't enough for you?
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. Tell that to your old man. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
Alright, oh, I should talk to that. Oh, he's at the thing. Okay. I'm going to go pick all the flowers on this hand side of this thing. Because picking flowers helps level me up. Yay, picking flowers. Try to be as efficient as I possibly can, as it is time-consuming and tedious. Dang it, wrong button. Fighting and flower picking, those are my two favorite pastimes, apparently. But those aren't anything. I know I saw that sage. I will get the sage in a second. I'm trying to think of what part I want to do next. Maybe I'll just go around everywhere. Like, not talk to anybody, just go around to the various, what are they called? Merchants, and make sure I got all of them, ping all of those. Should beat up a sheep. I guess one thing that was cut from the game was having like dangerous animals like bears and wolves. I guess if you look in the code you can find references to them, but they're not in the game. It's just too bad. Probably the fighting combat system doesn't really work for animals the way that it is currently. They'd probably have to work out another system for fighting animals. I know, and a lot of other people agree. But you can't, target them like you can a human being, because they're, quadrupeds. So I think it was just one of those things that got cut because it just wasn't gonna work properly in the game for the time frame that they wanted. Something along those lines. I feel like there are fleas all over me. I really hope not. Stupid fleas. So sick of these. I don't see any flowers up there. It's gonna chase these sheep around, apparently. Sucks that we have fleas and we don't even have a cat. Believe me, I'd much rather have a cat than the fleas. Or I'm just itching because it's psychosomatic. But I kind of want to go talk to that guy so I can do my sword training and at least get that started as well. But I want to make sure that I do my herbalism stuff. And there we go. If I can kind of do this systematically, then I can get everything. That's the point, right? Do everything before you leave town, so you're in the best possible shape for everything else. Come on, pick the chamomile. Pick the chamomile. There we are. That's alright, I don't remember what I said anyway. Stupid work, paying the bills, all that stuff. Did I tell you that I got Kitty's gift? The guy at the booze store helped me pick the stuff out. I'm like, I don't know what she likes, just show me some things. Yay! So, that's kind of what happened. Whatever he said, I got, because I know nothing. Alright. Horsenet. Probably leg day would be the best one to go next. We'll go with leg day. So hopefully I got it, and they're all Michigan beers, all Michigan craft beers, so hopefully she hasn't had them before, possibly, and she likes them. At the very least, I tried. Well, it's not going to be as nice as her wedding gift. I just don't have that time and all that jazz. So much sage. I missed some behind me, didn't I? Sure did. Yay, Peasant Simulator! Flower picking in the 14th century! Before, no, 15th century? I can never remember which way that goes. Honestly, if you can sell this stuff to traders, I don't know why the people in town have already picked all these things. I haven't done that yet, but I have to finish all of the sage over this way. This one? No. People are gonna think I'm nuts. Yes! Okay, so let's go back here to my strength. Yes. Yay! Okay. Well, I know it was like 1400 something. Yeah, that would be the 15th century. I always forget because it'd be the 1400s, but the 15th century. And I don't know why I can't remember that. I can't remember it half the time for our stuff. Like our century. Now we're in the 22nd. No, we're still in the 21st century. Yeah, and it's one of those things that I think a lot of people mess up or can't remember, but other people make fun of them for it. Yeah. It's like my blind spot is that. Well, probably one of my blind spots. I probably have more than one. But for whatever reason, I can't keep them straight. And I've tried. That's just not happening. See, every time a cloud passes overhead, I'm worried that the sun is setting more. But if I go... I finally figured out how to, like, tell time. The arch above my head is what time it is. So I can now watch that and see if I'm getting too late in the day. Because I'm assuming eventually it will, like, be nighttime and I will, like, they will attack and I will not have my sword done. But I'm not entirely sure if that's true. But that is my worry. My very large worry. Is that mint or something? That looks... No, it's not mint. Okay. So we can start doing this, finish up there, and then go sell some more. Maybe buy some charcoal, or go to the tavern, and all of that jazz. Say hi to my girlfriend. Yada, 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 yada. Oops. Good job. Good job. Good job. Yord. Okay, is there anything down here I'm missing? I don't think so. Let's finish up here. I don't think there's some chamomile here. Orb. Yep. Well, so I walked right past all this chamomile. Alright, did I miss some over here? Don't go under the tall grass! There's some dandelions. Definitely missed those dandelions in this tall grass. I know people are like, oh my god, she's picking flowers again. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. Because now every time I pick flowers, I also add to my strength. Trying not to miss a lot. Dandelions are easy to miss. Because you got those little, like, I don't know if they're rocks or they're supposed to be other flowers on the ground. Those look a lot like dandelions. And I realized that I can't spell the word, like, I can't spell dandelions properly. So I'm spelling it with a Y. Yeah. But when I'm all buff from kneeling down every 30 seconds, then people won't laugh at me. I'll crush their heads in my thighs like a cantaloupe. Okay, I think I've done that area. Go chase some sheep. Oh! Oh my goodness. Poor sheep. Alright, let's take care of it. Well, you know what? No, I'm gonna take
Pip, do you want to learn something?
No. I sure do.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get
started? Han, I will call.
Yes.
Alright, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual. What the hell?
Good God. You look terrible. Did someone attack you?
I need to wash.
Take care.
How much do I need? I don't remember. Hold on. How much do I need? Get 10 charcoal, okay. Oh, I can sell. Awesome.
Can we do something about the price?
Why not?
Here you are, with a little top-up.
My word, thank you kindly.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Good. Once again. Very good. Very good. 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 The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Good. Good. Once again. Nice. Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Nice. Now you're getting it. Very good. All right, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard.
Okay. Still have no clue what mint looks like. I think I should be able to pick whatever that is, like maybe mustard or something. Okay. There's something in my ear and it is driving me insane, like a hair. That's just tickling my ear. And oh my god. Just annoying. Just so very annoying. Oh no, that's a lovely sound.
Greetings, Henry.
Why do my ears have to itch like that? My goodness. Sell the stuff. Anybody has any books?
Welcome, Henry.
Not doing that yet.
else do you need? Come on up and see.
How are you? Goodbye.
You know what? Let's just do this. Yeah.
Let's talk about the price.
Why not?
Why not?
What about this?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Very well, I agree.
Rakes, spades, forks and axes. All you need to take...
So... Much nicer, thank you.
What the hell?
What is it?
Greetings, Henry.
tools, everything for work and home.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
Instruments and tools, everything for work and
Did I
home.
tell you about my wife's lace making?
No, I didn't know she did that.
She only started not long ago. Always in the evening, while there's still a bit of light. She sits down and gets on with it. And she's quite deft at
Brooms
it.
for
you
your
know.
house, rakes
I'm
and
not
hoes
surprised.
for your fields.
Betty was always...
God be with you.
You're right. So I asked for a high price, and he says, that's fine.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye?
What I heard about him, he's a right skillful. And what did Betty have to say?
She was well pleased, as you can imagine. Even
Here you
when
are,
I told her
with a little top up.
everything she made.
Well now, thank you very much.
A bit of extra coin never hurts.
Still, come right up and take some more. Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches for the night.
It's better never to let light a kid. It's always a nuisance.
That's just what I
Welcome, Henry. God be with you. The usual or something special.
God save Henry.
Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches for the night. I have it all. Brooms for your house, rakes and hoes.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure, why not? Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Welcome, Henry.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
God be with you.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
This, and a little something on top, for good measure.
Thanks 1,000 times.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope.
God be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet
to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Okay. Deutsch has gone
Go
too far.
throw PCs at his
Wenceslas
house.
was our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Whoa, what happened to her dress? Did you see her boobs there? That was weird.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo! Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse Hans! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fuck her! I'll make you pay for that.
That's gonna cost you your life.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Down! Let's go! Run, you cowards!
Goshen and
Here
Shannon.
comes it.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
We've sorted out Deutsch. Now I've got someone else to deal with.
Another beating? Count me in.
Kunesh owes money to my father, but he won't pay. I'll have to shake it out of him.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Oh. Alright.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole? Just try it, you old drunk.
Fuck!
Hey.
You'll pay for that.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Are you... Hey, watch it, lout. What the hell are you doing?
Okay. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Alright, I need to wash myself off and go talk to my lady friend. Get some ale, 'cause I think that's the last thing. Oops. I can sell it, I guess.
May the Lord watch over you. Here we are.
If it's charcoal you want, talk to my hired hand. I've no time now.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer, but when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times I had to throw him and the others out so they wouldn't start brawling.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today.
You walked away from me, lady. I wanted that book. Hello?
All right. Well, you recite for sore eyes.
Please don't walk away from me this time.
Can we do something about the price?
Why not? Aye, that would do it.
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course.
Good luck then.
Okay, now who still has money that I can sell that stuff to?
Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like Father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Yeah, I didn't think it. Alright, okay. Gotta find somebody to sell that junk to. What else can I sell? Are you like a junk person? Maybe.
Good health to you. Good luck then.
Oh, you don't. What can I buy?
Let's talk about the price.
Aye?
Since it's you.
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
Fine.
Very well, I agree.
Rags, fabric, brocade, satin.
Hello. How are you this evening, Michael? I'm about ready to forge a sword with my father up here. If you have any questions about this game, Kingdom Come Deliverance, I will answer as best as I can. I'm relatively new, but this is my third time starting a character. Because you kind of learn something new and you're like, oh, I gotta do this.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us.
Well, I think I'm going to finish this little bit and then probably call it a night. I've been gaming for 3 hours. My kids are asleep. I think that's about what I want to do. I do game Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights here, at least night here. If you are so interested, I normally play this game and Fallout 4 survival character, which I'll be playing tomorrow and the next day after that. If you are interested.
By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king.
See, I normally play RPGs. If you don't know about this game, it is a historical RPG. Pretty darn accurate. No magic. No high power.
I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
So it's mostly story and character driven. It's kind of
Do you understand?
What's the word I'm looking
I
for?
understand.
It's not particularly, you
We'll never
know,
have this conversation again.
flashbang, exciting explosions, etc. Although it
So
will
you
be in a
think it's
moment.
right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
But I really like it. It's,
Boy gets
it's
caught,
very different than
making
anything
a
else
fool
out
of
there.
himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts
And you
rubbish
start out basically as
you turn into a
a
common
nobody
fool.
with no skills whatsoever.
You might
And
win
you
a
jack
fight
squat.
with Deliverance, but you'll never win an argument.
Pardon me, I'm getting over a cold.
Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip.
But it's not a, it's like not a, what's the word I'm looking for?
I'll heat it up.
It's not a
and when I
game
take
where
it
like,
out,
you
you
want to
slip
try
the
to
grip
take
on
on
so
a
it
lot of
fits
people at
exactly.
once. They will
Know what
kill
you're
you,
doing.
even if you are very high powered. You never become, you know, some kind of invincible superhero person that can take on armies.
Do it.
You should be wearing gloves.
Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith
No,
making
not
horse
really.
shoes in
You
a
have
village?
nothing. Like, I just spent literally, I'm not
I had
kidding
my
you,
reasons, Hal.
because I wanted to level up.
And here I
An
have
easy
your
way to
mother
level
knew.
up early
Why
on in
would I
the
want
game
any
is to
other
pick
life?
every single flower that you can possibly find
You remember
to
Emperor
up your
Charles?
herbalism.
I do.
And I spent
Life
just
was good
about
under
3
his reign.
hours doing that.
Better than now.
I picked every single
He
flower
built
in this
half of
village.
Prague, and a score of castles.
Well, just about.
Had a bridge made over the Moldau and founded a university. And all
But you
without a
can't
war.
really
He knew
shoot
how
an
to
arrow very well. You can't
From
handle any kind of
Wenceslas.
weapon.
better by far.
You have 0 speed.
Wenceslas doesn't have it easy.
You start off from
It's hard to step into the
nothing.
shoes of
It is a very
someone whose
difficult
life is
game.
born only
And I'm
once
not
a
even on
1,000 years.
hardcore mode. Hardcore mode is even worse.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people
But
like
it
Sigismund?
really is, it's not like any other game that's out there. It's
Wenceslas
difficult.
may not be the equal of his
It's
father,
a...
but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal
It's almost
name.
like a low burn. Like, it's...
How's it going?
I love it, but it's not flashy.
Give it here.
It's flashy and very subtle. I shouldn't say it's...
And we'll put it all together.
It's a lot of nuance, a lot of thinking. You do not want to take a lot of, which is the reason I'm starting this over this time. You don't want to, like, basically take quests from absolutely everybody you come across, because whether you know it or not, some of them are timed. So if you get thrown in jail for 2 weeks, you fail a couple dozen.
Magnificent.
Indeed it is.
What's it called?
The Lord be with you. My
A
father
couple
sent me for
dozen
those nails.
quests that you had going on that
Good
you
day to
didn't
Teresa.
realize. If you waited
They're ready.
2 weeks in
Will
game,
you fetch them
they
for
would
me,
all
Hal?
fail.
They're in the trunk in the living room.
So, I'm still learning. There's quite the learning curve to this game. Combat is hard. Lock picking is hard. Picking pockets is hard. It's all hard.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
Everything affects everything too. Like, if you're bloody,
Maybe we'll see each other there.
because you just beat up somebody,
I'll be on my way.
you can
It's
intimidate
truly beautiful.
more easily people. But if you're dirty and filthy and you try to speak to a noble, they're not going to like that. All that kind of stuff. You have to eat. You have to sleep. You can get food poisoning. Your armor,
Fine, lass,
clothing, footwear, all wear. You
Now
have to
stop
keep those
staring
up.
at her and come and see this.
It's
It's time for
very
the trial
detailed.
by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
Take that stick.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future
And
holds for each
the
of
hilt
us.
is magically wrapped.
I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work. Very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sir.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Let's hear this again.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on,
We're running
come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry, thank God. Get inside, quick, we have to shut the gates!
Keep running, people, come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Come on, Hal! You can still make it!
Run!
Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Please save the game. I don't want to do all that again. Okay.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast! Ah!
Picciava miért? Írjátok ki a fattyút!
Még sajnálni fogod, hogy
Yeah.
I didn't really meant to hit her in the head.
Yeah.
So at least make it to Talmberg. And I think I'm gonna call it a night. Alright, come on. Let's go. Let's get to Talmberg. We'll take the left fork. Come on, horse. Come on.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Dude, shot my horse in the...
Flee! Yeah, to Talmberg!
You gotta die. Come on, horse.
Run for it!
About to die. No, it's the first time that's happened. Come on, I just want to get to Talmberg. My phone. You know what? I think let's see where it is. Should have saved it after. Okay. Good night, everyone.